I think there's a hope amongst those of us who are passionate about music that radio people are passionate about music.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is that radio people use music to do two things. One, define in what they think their audience is, and two, stop the commercials from banging into each other.
That's the real point, the second one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what radio is.
So, you know, music to them is not their life. So we are left with independent, for most independent artists, depending on what kind of niche music you're doing, you are left with independent college stations, or community stations as they call themselves. And we have two of them here in Toronto. One of them was basically on strike for 7 months and nobody gave a shit. I mean, because nobody was listening, really. And the CBC, thank God. If you are a singer-songwriter, your life has been changed by CBC, and you didn't probably even know it, but Radio 2 now has built back a different audience. When it was a classical music station, they had a 3 share or something like that. And they've now got that with a program, with programming that is primarily independent Canadian singer-songwriters and artists. I don't know how that happened. I thank God it did.
But there are stations out there of the commercial persuasion that will take a chance on an independent if it fits their, well, if it's good enough and it stands up and it's within their format, or at least falls somewhere within their format. And we call those leaders because, you know, if Chum FM adds my record and it's the only station on my record, well, you know what? Or somebody in Edmonton, like, or Montreal, Virgin in Montreal adds my record, you know? It's gonna be like bing, 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 straight across the country because all of a sudden, that song has credibility, when before it was just another independent record. And there are some music directors out there who still are passionate about music. They might not be able to do much about it, but they still are passionate about it.
Yep.
And one out of maybe 15 or 20 will actually go to bat for you at that danged music meeting where he's got to convince 3 other people that they should be playing this song. And it might not go over the first week, it might not go the second week, but you'll be damned if somebody's in there fighting for you during that music meeting, you'll get at it. And then from there it starts to snowball, and this is where we start to develop the story. Now, I mean, I'm only speaking to radio because that's what I'm representing here. But once again, I go back to, you know, in order to launch something successfully or to market something successfully, a record or a song or an artist, all these elements have to be working together. It can't just be radio. It can't